So you're thinking of moving to or near Pitman, New Jersey? That's exactly what I'm going to cover in today's video. I'm going to show you around Pitman. I'm going to show you where you can go, what you can do, where you can eat, some of the places to shop, and more. At the end, I'm going to show you some of the best ways to get around South Jersey from Pitman. You're not going to want to miss that, so stick around to the end. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in South Jersey, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know every time we send out updated information about South Jersey. My name is Matt Curcio with Curcio Partners at Real Broker, and we get calls and messages every day from people like you looking to make their move in the South Jersey market, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 5 days or 5 months, give us a call, send us an email, or send us a text. All of our information is in the description below. So as I mentioned earlier, we're going to show you everything around Pitman, and we're going to jump into my computer and get started right now. All right, so here we are. We're in my computer, and this is Pitman right here. I'm going to zoom out so you can kind of see where we are in the state. So South Jersey here, New York up here, and then you can go south into Delaware, Maryland, Washington, and south. So let's zoom in to Pitman and kind of share some of the details. All right. So this is the overhead view on the Earth image, and this is what it looks like on the map version. All right. So in general, the town is pretty small. It's only 2.26 square miles. Population is about a little over 8,700 residents. Where it came from, it was actually land that was chosen by Glassboro and Mantua to be a summer camp meeting for Methodists, right? What's pretty cool, if you come down into Pitman, our office happens to be here, but if you come down into Pitman, you'll see this pretty cool section, and you can read the monument that explains that this was built from that retreat, for the Methodists, and they actually made 12 walking streets where originally there were tents, and then eventually homes replaced the tents because it was a summer getaway. But it's basically the 12 streets because they picked it to be after the 12 apostles. So pretty cool stuff there. More information obviously can be found online, and that part of Pitman, by the way, is called the Grove. All right, there's an auditorium in the middle, and then all the streets around it. So pretty cool. It's also famous for its Christmas tree lights in the Grove itself. So there's a family that runs it every year. All right. So next, let's get into, it does have a main street, so it's pretty nice. The most important thing you need to know is probably our office is right here. So if you want to come down and visit us, we're right there. But Main Street starts about here is where the populated restaurants and everything, and this is called Broadway, and then it runs down into the next township. And this, where we are, is a one-way street with parking out front. So we're in a great location here in Pitman as well. So we'll get a little bit more with Broadway. It's actually where they host the Christmas parade and the 4th of July parade. So that's where they come down, and everybody parades down here. So all right, let's talk a little bit, and actually there's a good website before I get into the rest. Good website, Uptown Pitman, shows you all the businesses, the events that are coming up, and more. So there's always something going on in Pitman. Great website, uptownpitman.com. All right, so next, let's talk about what you can do in Pitman. You want to get out of the house. There is several parks. And you're actually in Gloucester County, which is a great spot for even more parks. But in general, there's the Rec Park, then Sherrill Park, which has the bike pump track in it. Then you have Alcyon Lake over here, which is, there's ball fields, soccer fields, softball, baseball, and I think they practice football there, and then the lake itself as well. Summit, that's just where there is some open fields. Let's see, the pump track is what they just built this, I don't know, within the last probably 7 years, but it's attached to, where is it? Not Alcyon, Sherrill. So Sherrill Park is where the pump track is, and Sherrill's got tennis courts, basketball courts, and more. So great parks here in town within walking distance, because the town itself is only 2 miles. All right. So next, country clubs. Pitman actually does have its own country club. So it is Pitman Golf Course. Technically, it is not in Pitman. It's actually in Mantua. It has, here, you can see it on the map here. It's I've played it several times. We sponsor opens there for or golf outings for local charities and stuff every year. But great course, pretty easy to play. And the restaurant there, Bogies, they just redid it, created another outdoor space. So great spot to go golfing. Next, shopping. All right, so obviously in Pitman, you have the main street, right? Which is gonna be right here. So there's not really shopping here other than, small, I guess, different shops there's tanning salons, hair, makeup, and then there's businesses down Broadway. There are some clothing shops. There's an Irish store and more. And it's kind of ever changing, with what stores stay down there. But when it comes to shopping for like groceries and stuff, Pitman is actually right next to Glassboro. So I'm going to zoom out here and show you. So Glassboro is right here, which has Rowan University. So there is lots and lots of shopping. That's where you're going to go to get ShopRite stuff and your groceries. And then there's even more stuff. All the fast food is pretty much around Glassboro. So great location. You're 5 minutes from Glassboro, and that's where they got everything you could need. And then let's talk about restaurants in town itself. So the town itself was a dry town, and I guess it's been about 2-3 years. This is Merriman's Pub, and they have the first liquor license for the town, and it's an old bank. So there's a pizza place, a bistro, Milkweed, Menino's, then Merriman's. There's so much more down as you go. Pizza shops, Tex-Mex. I think there is a Thai cuisine here, and just kind of, again, ever changing. The deli here, Mama Marie's, all these restaurants are great food as you go down Broadway. So lots and lots of places to go. But the two new things, because Pitman finally got its liquor license, when I say new, in the last couple years, is what's called Merriman's Pub, and now, let me see here, where is it? Right next to Broadway, Martini's on Broadway. All right. So Martini's is next to the theater. It attaches to it. So it's a nice restaurant and serves drinks as well. But all these other restaurants are bring your own. So, all right, let's talk about the schools. All right. So according to niche.com, this is the website we check things out on. Here are the grades for the schools. Pitman High School has a C+, middle school C+, and the other schools are around a B. They did just close one of the schools due to head count in Pitman, but overall pretty good grade in Pitman for the school districts, which helps keep the properties, the values up and more. So let's jump into real estate. All right. So we are in the first quarter of 2024, and last year there was 87 sales. The average sales price, was 300,000, or 294, as you can see here. So it's pretty affordable. However, I'll show you the difference with the real estate, right? Here is what's active and under contract right now in Pitman. 200,000 gets you smaller homes, 1,200 square feet. Those Grove homes that I mentioned earlier around that pinwheel, they can be pretty small. So here's one at 900 square feet that's under contract for 2.25. And these homes this was built in 1900, so it could need work, you don't know. 1,700 square foot on Holly Avenue, which is another main artery that runs through Pitman. 234.9 Southwest, that's around the Grove. So is Wesley. So these are all in the twos, and they're going to be smaller square footage. You can see 1,600, 1,000 square foot, 1,300. And then when you get above, like around 2,000 or bigger, you're probably going to be in the mid threes and above. So if I were to change this and show you what sold, you're going to see here, as the homes get bigger, the prices go up and up and up into the fives and even more. So lots of different choices in Pitman, but again, great town. So you're gonna it's only 2 miles, so you're gonna pay to be around Broadway, and you're gonna pay a little bit more to have land and stuff like that. The homes are typically closer to 100 years old, anything historic down by the main downtown area, and then they can be built. There was other sections built in the 70s and so on. So out here again, the Grove is right here. So as you get to the outskirts of Pitman and get some of the newer homes, by newer I mean in the 70s, the homes can be bigger and the pricing can go up. All right. So let's talk about getting around from Pitman. I believe, I moved to a neighboring town here and my office is here. So I believe it's a great central location for getting anywhere in South Jersey or anywhere out of New Jersey. It's a great location. All right. So first and foremost, if you wanted to go south, a lot of people here go south on vacation, or, if you just want to go to Delaware for a beach, or military people, they'll travel down to DC and so on. So you can be at the Delaware Memorial Bridge in about 25 minutes. And then if you wanted to if you work in Philadelphia or need to travel outside, out using the airport, you're going to be in Philly in about 25 minutes as well. And that's the airport, Philadelphia itself, Center City. Just went out to dinner last night. We were there in about 25 minutes from right here in town. So simple trip to get to Philadelphia. Fair warning, if you do live in Pitman and work in Philadelphia, there is a traffic pattern. You have to go down this highway, which is Route 55. And at the end of 55, where it becomes 42 and then crosses over here into Philadelphia, there will be traffic anywhere from 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. and then 3 o'clock till about 6 o'clock. So it is a heavily trafficked, those two highways. So, but overall, great location. Other places people want to go around here, a lot of people north travel south and live south because it's more affordable typically, right? So from New York, you're going to be at the GW Bridge in a little less than 2 hours. So, and from there you can go into New York, but it's going to depend on where you're trying to get to. And then vacations in Jersey, or, the beach on the weekends. Typically a lot of people from this area will go to Atlantic City, and you'll be there from Pitman in less than an hour. All right. And the good thing, again, it's super common all summer long for people to go down the shore, and anywhere from Brigantine right here all the way down to Cape May. That includes Wildwood, Stone Harbor, Avalon, Sea Isle, and Ocean City. Those are the biggest beaches down here. These are the southern beaches of New Jersey. The northern beaches, you're going to add another probably 20 minutes, and that's to like Long Beach Island, Seaside Heights, and more. All right. And then lastly, I just wanted to share about, when we talk about shopping, there's malls, right? So 2 malls. Deptford, you're going to be from Pitman, 10 minutes, right? And that's a smaller mall. And then the next place people go is the Cherry Hill Mall for shopping. And that's, let's see here, that's about 25-30 minutes. And people tend to work in Cherry Hill. It's just a more populated area. So people do take jobs, Cherry Hill, Mount Laurel. You'll be there in about 30 minutes. But again, you're going to hit that traffic pattern. Whether you take 295 or 130, but in general, if you work in Cherry Hill or the northern counties, you're going to spend a little bit of time in traffic. So that's about everything. Pitman, if you're in the market, we're happy to help. Been selling down here for more than 20 years. So reach out. All of our contact information is in the description below.